Salute, folks. Today I'm going to talk about the moon map. And if you're not familiar with what the moon map or map of the moon is, it's basically a theory that the moon itself, in its full form, is a reflection in a map of our realm. And this is an extremely compelling example of what specifically that looks like. Somebody actually did map it out. And it would be extremely interesting if somebody ever were able to get the flight routes correlated with this. That would be interesting to say the least, if they were able to get the flight routes on there. That would give it a lot more credibility. But right now, it's just fun extracurricular activity. So here's the moon map, and Terra Vista really piqued my interest. First time I saw it, I was like, I want to go to Terra Vista. That would be interesting to see what kind of crazy wildlife they have on there.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Or maybe not.
The Most High God and Jesus Clan with Dan.
Twilight Zone. We're living in the Twilight Zone. We're living in the Twilight Zone.
These crazy days that we live in just cause me aches and pains. Lately my life is like a season of Stranger Things. This place is flooded with demons and they invade your brains. This is an artificial hell and they create the flames. Day to day I just try to stay strong and make it through. Wake people up from their slumber, that's what I came to do. Please don't believe what you see on TV and think it's true. It's all just targeted programming and it's aimed at you. It's everywhere, you're getting lied to and yet you barely care. People with common sense are now very rare. But the way that they brainwash you isn't very fair. They can shove that mind control programming up their derriere. I do not consent to the way they tailor society. Ain't no variety. Plus I really hate when they lie to me. I use music as a tool to release the anger inside of me. You don't know how fucking crazy it's driving me. That we're living in the
Twilight Zone.
They claim you have freedom but they don't honor it. The world is a prison and you're the occupant. We're living in the
Twilight Zone.
The government's useless and they're incompetent. And satanic pedophiles are prominent. We're living in the
Twilight Zone.
The things that you believe are the total opposite. And being called crazy is just a compliment. We're living in the
Twilight Zone.
It's ran by the New World Order conglomerate. But there's a storm coming and there's no stopping it. We're living in the
Twilight Zone.
I ask myself, why do I even bother? Cause people are just like sheep that are lining up for the slaughter. If they're killing rats with fluoride, then why is it in the water? They're using the news to fool us, divide us so they can conquer. The longer you stay asleep, then the longer I'm gonna scream at you. I can't believe you let them deceive you, it's inconceivable. I won't stop until you wake up and do what you need to do. This world is overran with an evil that is unspeakable. Most people don't know, so they just vote and pay taxes. The devil's hiding in the shadows and controlling their actions. And they think that the earth is a spinning globe on its axis. But I don't have any time to devote to this madness. I have nobody to relate to, so I ride alone. Just me and all these wild thoughts that are inside my dome. I feel like I don't belong here and I can't find my home. I'm tripping and I'm wishing it was different, but we're living in the
Twilight Zone.
They claim you have freedom, but they don't honor it. The world is a prison and you're the occupant. We're living in the
Twilight Zone.
The government's useless and they're incompetent. And satanic pedophiles are prominent. We're living in the
Twilight Zone.
The things that you believe are the total opposite. And being called crazy is just a compliment. We're living in the
Twilight Zone.
It's ran by the New World Order conglomerate. But there's a storm coming and there's no stopping it. We're living in the
Twilight Zone.
And there's nowhere that we can go. Awake and now I'm feeling all alone.
We're living in